Let's begin. Macroeconomics Chapter 1 Introduction to Macroeconomics. Already we have studied that economics have two branches, macroeconomics and microeconomics. Microeconomics we have studied in detail in class 11. Now we will study macroeconomics in class 12. Macro has been taken from the Greek word makros, which means large. Macroeconomics is a study of aggregates, or you can say in simple language, it is a study of whole economy. The concept of macroeconomics was given by Professor J.M. Keynes. He also wrote a book on macroeconomics which was published in 1936. The name of the book was General Theory of Employment, Interest and Money. Now, since the concept was majorly developed by Professor J.M. Keynes, he is also known as father of modern macroeconomics. Examples of macroeconomics: national income, total employment, general price level, economic growth, money supply, international trade are few examples of macroeconomics. Now, already you have studied in detail the difference between micro and macroeconomics in class 11. I am just brushing up your concepts. Microeconomics deals with individual units, macroeconomics deals with economy as a whole. If we are talking about individual things, that's microeconomics, like Ram's incomes, demand for car, price of pen, price of sugar, etc. It is concept of microeconomics. When we are talking about total items, then it is macroeconomics, like national income, aggregate demand, general price level. Tool used in macroeconomics are demand and supply. The tool used in macroeconomics are aggregate demand and aggregate supply. The central problems which are solved in microeconomics are allocation of resources, but full employment and growth of resources is a concern of your macroeconomics. The other name of microeconomics is price theory. The other name for macroeconomics is theory of income and employment. Micro word has been derived from the Greek word mikros, which means small, and macro word has been derived from Greek word makros, which means large. Economics developed two schools of thoughts relating to macroeconomics: classical school and Keynesian school. Classical economists were Adam Smith, Marshall, whereas Keynesian school concept was given by Professor J.M. Keynes. Classical school economists believe that there is a free economy and no government interference is required, whereas J.M. Keynes suggested that government interference should be there, especially after the event of Great Depression of 1939. Classical economists believe that full employment level is always set automatically, but James Keynes suggested there can be a case of underemployment also. Aggregate demand, aggregate supply are always equal because of the full employment situation in classical school concept, but Keynesian school suggested there can be three situations: full employment level, excess demand and deficient demand. In full employment level, aggregate demand will be equal to aggregate supply. In excess demand situation, aggregate demand will be more than aggregate supply. In deficient demand situation, aggregate demand will be shorter than aggregate supply. Thank you, students.